Output devices. The devices which are used to receive and information from the computer are called output devices. Soft copy, an electronic version of a document stored normally as a file on a storage device, is called soft copy. Hard copy, whereas the printed version of a document on a paper is called a hard copy. Monitor. The monitor is the most commonly used output devices on personal computers (PCs). It is called a display or a screen. Types of monitor. There are two basic types of monitor. These are 1. CRT cathode ray tubes monitor. 2. Flat panel monitor. CRT monitors. CRT monitor consists of a phosphorus coated screen. There are three electron guns on its back. The screen's phosphor coating is organized into grids. Flat panel monitor. Flat panel monitors are usually used in portable computers and laptops because of their small size. They are expensive to manufacture and don't provide the high quality and bright colors that CRT technology provides. Video controller. The quality of the images that the monitor can display is defined as much by the video controller as by the monitor itself. The resolution of the monitor is actually determined by the video controller, not by itself. EI Video Graphic Array VGA has resolution 640 by 480 pixels. Super Video Graphic Array SVGA has resolution 1024 by 768 pixels, etc. Printer. A printer is a device that produces hard copy on the paper. Depending upon the printing mechanism used, printers fall into two categories: EI, impact printers, non-impact printers. Impact printers. An impact printer produces images by striking an ink ribbon with a hammer or set of pins, pressing ink from the ribbon onto a piece of paper. The three most common forms of impact printers are dot matrix printer, daisy wheel printer, and line printer. Dot matrix printer. Dot matrix printer produces characters by striking pins against an ink ribbon to print closely spaced dots in the appropriate shape. Daisy wheel printer. Daisy wheel printer has characters etched at the outer edge of a pedaled wheel, hence the name daisy wheel, which forms character in the same way as a typewriter. Line printer. Line printer is somewhat similar to the daisy wheel is the line printer. Line printers have mechanism that allows multiple characters to be simultaneously printed on the same line. Non-impact printers. A non-impact printer produces images on paper without striking the page in a way. Different kinds of non-impact printers are explained below: laser printer, electrothermal printer, electrostatic printer, inkjet printer. Laser printer. Laser stands for light amplification stimulated emission of radiations. Laser printers are similar to copy machines They use laser beams to burn special ink called toner on the page to create a permanent image. Electrothermal printer. An electrothermal printer is a type of printer that uses heated pins to burn images onto heat-sensitive paper. These type of printers are commonly used in calculators and fax machines. Electrostatic printer. Electrostatic printer uses a special photographic paper that allows characters to be etched onto the paper using a stylus. The stylus is made up of tiny wires and forms characters by placing an electrostatic charge image on the paper. Inkjet printer. Inkjet printer is a type of printer that works by spraying ink on a sheet of paper. Magnetized plates in the path direct the ink onto the paper in the desired shapes. Plotter. A plotter is a large-scale printer that receives commands from a computer to make drawings on the paper with one or more automatic pens. There are three basic types of plotters: EI, drum plotters, flatbed plotters, electrostatic plotters. Drum plotter. The printing mechanism of the drum plotter involves a pen and a drum. The paper is wrapped onto the drum that rotates back and forth to produce an image onto the paper. Flatbed plotters. The printing mechanism of flatbed plotters consists of two arms and a rectangular flatbed. Flatbed plotters use two arms, each of which holds a set of colored ink pens. Electrostatic plotter. Electrostatic plotter draw on negatively charged paper with positively charged toner. As a rule, plotters are much more expensive than printers. Compact disc recorder. A CD recorder CD writer is a drive that allows you to record information to a CDR disk. Compact disc recordable. A CDR disk will hold a maximum of 700 megabytes of data or 80 minutes of digital audio or video. Rewriter. Compact disc rewriter drives can use both CDR and CDRW disks. Compact discs rewritable are disks on which old data can be erased and new data can be written. Normally, the amount of rewrites that you can do on a CDRW disk is 1000 times. Speakers. Speakers are one of the most common output devices used with computer systems. Some speakers are designed to work specifically with computers, while others can be hooked up to any type of sound system. Headphones. Headphones are small speakers that can be worn in or around your ears. Traditional headphones have two ear cups attached by a band that is placed over your head. Smaller headphones, often called earbuds or earphones, are placed inside the outer part of your ear canal. Voice recognition. A voice recognition system using a microphone as an input device converts person's speech into a digital data by comparing the electrical patterns produced by the speaker's voice with the set of pre-recorded patterns stored in the computers. Fax machines. A fax, short of facsimile and sometimes called telescoping, is the telephonic transmission of scanned in printed material, text or image, usually to a telephone number associated with the printer or other output device. Projector. A projector is an output device that projects an image onto a large surface, such as a white screen or wall. It may be used as an alternative to a monitor or television when showing video or images to a large group of people. Input devices. The devices which are used to enter data and instructions into the computer are called input devices. The most commonly used input devices are keyboard, mouse, microphone, etc. Keyboard. Keyboard is a standard input device used to enter textual data into a computer. The layout of keyboard is just like the traditional typewriter. Mouse. A mouse is an input device that rolls around on a flat surface and controls the pointer on display screens. The pointer is an on-screen object, usually an arrow that is used to select text, access menus, and interact the programs, files, or data that appears on the screen. Typical mouse and optical mouse. A typical mouse has two buttons. Some mouse also include a scroll wheel for scrolling through long documents or searching on the internet. Optical mouse is getting popular in nowadays. Instead of having rolling ball, it uses light reflection to control the movement of pointer on the screen. Mouse event. Mouse event refer to the activity that can be performed by using the mouse. A typical mouse can perform the following events. Trackball. A trackball is a pointing device that works like a mouse. Trackball contains a ball exposed on its surface. There are usually 1 to 3 buttons. The advantage of the trackball over mouse is that the trackball is stationary, so it does not require much space for use. Joystick. Joystick is an input device used for games, computer, edit, designs, or stimulation. A joystick is similar to a mouse. With a joystick, the pointer continues moving in the direction the joystick is pointing. Most joysticks include two buttons called triggers. Scanner. A scanner is an input device which is capable of reading the image present on a piece of paper and transferring the information into the computer where a program can interpret it. This information is in the form of graphic image or picture and not in the form of text. Microphone. A microphone is an input device used to digitally record audio data such as human voice. It can be plugged into a computer or decoder. Many productivity applications can accept input via microphone, enabling the user to dictate text or issue commands orally. Light pen. Light pen is a light sensitive input device shaped like a pen. It is used to draw on the computer screen or to make menu section. As the tip of the light pen make contact with the screen, it sends a signal back to the computer containing the XY coordinates of the point. Light pen can be used of any size screen. Digital camera. Digital camera is a device that stores images digitally in its memory rather recording them on film. Digital photos are limited by the amount of memory in the camera and by the quality of the final output device. Disk drive. A disk drive is a machine that reads data from and write data onto a disk. There are different types of disk drives for different types of disk. EI, a hard disk drive, HDD, reads and writes hard disk and floppy disk drive, FDD, accesses floppy disk, and an optical disk drive, reads optical disk. Optical pen. A optical pen is a computer input device in the form of a light-sensitive wand used in conjunction with the computer's cathode ray tube. CRT display. Barcode reader. A barcode reader on barcode scanner is an electronic device that can read and output printed barcodes to a computer, like a flatbed scanner. It consists of a light source, a lens, and a light sensor translating for optical impulses into electrical signals. Webcam. A webcam is a small digital video camera directly and indirectly connected to a computer or a computer network. Webcams come with software that need to be installed on the computer to help users record video on or stream it from the web. Webcams are also known as web cameras. Pen drive. A pen drive or a USB flash drive is a portable data storage device. Pen drives have replaced the floppy drives of old and have become the most popular data storage devices among consumers. Modem. A modem is a network device that both modulates and demodulates analog carrier signals called sine waves for encoding and decoding digital information for processing. Modems accomplish both of these tasks seamlessly, and for this reason, the term modem is a combination of modulate.